I'll be back in the building with another episode, man. Real Oz Podcast. As always, like, comment, subscribe, get the views up so people can check out the episodes, get the content. Today we're gonna be talking about something pretty much. We're gonna be discussing like what women prefer or what a lady might prefer. You know what I'm saying? Game, pretty much game. Somebody with game, mouthpiece, slick talk or whatever. You know what I'm saying? However you want to frame that up versus somebody that's just got a character. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff, got stuff going for himself, may not have the best mouthpiece or may not be fluent in talking to females, but you know what I'm saying? Probably got a little bit more going on, you know what I'm saying, with himself than the dude that just got a whole lot of game based on experience and being able to, you know what I'm saying, fill the female ear up with shit. What we know that they want to hear a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So I'll start off with myself. Uh, when I was single, I know I used to hear females say, to me a lot of times like, you a smooth talker, you got game. And it wasn't, and my game was centered around like life experience and not so much just telling them what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Based on whoever they had been with prior and when they ran into me, just the stuff that I, had for myself going under my belt or whatever. And just we're gonna keep it real. Being in a barbershop. Being in a barbershop, we privy to hear a lot of stuff. We able to get a different viewpoint on things because ultimately we talking to the fellas a lot and we, you know what I'm saying, we can kind of hear the cornball conversations and then we can hear the ones who typically have game and how their situation played out different from the dude who just, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more reserved and don't really know how to talk to the females. So, I mean, going with you, Jay, like, what do you think? You think females nowadays would rather have somebody that's considered got game, you know what I'm saying, or somebody that's just maybe don't have that mouthpiece but got more going on for himself? What's your opinion on that?
But like probably depending on like there's I don't know if this situation, but like maybe like the maturity factor to them. I don't want to say
for the female.
Yeah, because you'll hear you'll hear how it goes. It's like when the girls are young, they'll go for like the bad boys, but when they get older, they tend to go for the guys that they passed up on, looked over throughout the years. The good guys. So once girls been getting gamed on for 10 years, then they start to realize, oh, these niggas ain't shit type shit.
So what do you feel like when a female be like? Because we all
Well,
heard,
not every girl, obviously, but
yeah, but we only talking about those who this applies to. But we've all heard a female at one point in time say, "Oh, he cool, but he ain't got no game."
yeah.
So it's like in your mind, what is she really saying when she say,
He
"He ain't got no,
he cornball, he a lame
cornball"?
dude.
He'll cornball because of what?
That's a good question. I don't know. Because I feel like girls want what other girls want, The guy walks in, we watch the Pop the Balloon, like all the girls want that same, for the most part. Like when I was single, I was at a club, and I'm kind of low key. I try to be at least. It's kind of hard for me. I'm 6'3", whatever.
Right.
Try to be low key, right? So the club goes down. It's ending. This one girl try to go talk to her, or not did go talk to her. We'll try to get her number. And one of the things she was, I did end up getting her number, but I'm just saying one of the things that she was preventing for me to getting her number, she was like, "Oh, I seen you in here tonight." She was like, "I didn't see you talking to any girls." I literally pulled out my phone. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm talking to 2, 3, right?" You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It was a weird, like she didn't want to give me her number because she didn't see me talking to any other girls. Like she didn't see any other girls interacting with me. And then once I was like, I got like 3, 4 numbers. Like,
No,
show
yeah.
you like.
I feel that because to me that goes to the point to where it's like in one way it's a competition, so girls kind of want who they see other girls may want. You know what I'm saying? And it's like female usually don't want nobody that don't nobody else want.
Exactly.
And that goes, and I can be attest to that just because I know in situations where when I was single and try to holler at, you know what I'm saying, a female or something, depending on what she was looking for or what her experiences was, you know what I'm saying? If I told her I was single, I wasn't doing nothing, I might not get no rhythm. As opposed to the ones like you said, when I tell them, oh no, you ain't the only one I'm talking to. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got a few in the stable that's ready, you know what I'm saying, to hang out or whatever.
What you thought?
She was, what you thought this was, And then she'll pretty much gravitate more towards that because it's kind of like, you know, she want to be that one. She, you know what I'm saying? And to me, that's everybody has their own like definition of game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that you have to define game to certain people.
Because for me, like my quote unquote game was a lot of times not giving them no attention. That was my game. That was my angle. Even when I knew they may be attracted and they may want to holler, whatever, I'm paying them no never mind because at the end of the day, that's going to spark up something that's intriguing to where it's kind of like, you know, they may feel like they on their A game and I ain't paying them no attention. They kind of like, well, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say that. Well, yeah, you know that could be your game, right? You know, being cool and everything. I was more so like defining game as like if a girl was to say he doesn't have no game, like what does that mean? You know what I mean? What does that? You know what I mean? Like definition. Like what does?
To me, that's
like I have a definition of that. I just don't
what's
know
your
what
definition?
other. It's funny too because you know I'm looking at these pictures. You know, you see Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, they're scoring. So, and even the word itself, game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I was using the analogy of basketball, game, doing anything I can do to score. Anything I can do with it, anything I can do within the rules, you know what I mean, to get a bucket. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Right. No, yeah. I go with that. Because I feel like game, when the females say, oh, well, you know, he ain't got no game. To me, in my mind, like she looking for the chase. She looking for him to spit, do whatever he got to do, like you said, to get the bucket. Whereas, you know, if you're more laid back, nonchalant, and you kind of like whatever, you know, it depends on that person. What type
But
of
no,
game
I feel like that's
to.
game though too. You know, like just not being that thirsty dude. You know, just being cool, just coming. Like you know what I mean. I think more so, you know, when you don't have game, it's like it's almost like you're like nervous to talk to her. It's like an awkward, you know what I mean? It's like you're nervous to talk to her. It's you know, you don't really have nothing to say. You know what I mean? You kind of say stupid shit. You know what I mean? Stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Compared to talking to her like just you would talk to a regular person, like you're a gender. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talking to her is just like a regular person. Like, I mean,
no, yeah, I feel you.
And the smoother you are, you know what I mean, with it, you know, the calories, you know what I'm saying? Be able to really manipulate and cross over and hezzy and you know what I mean? So
right. Yeah, because when I when I hear a game, just think about it. Like it's something that you play. You know what I'm saying? Any game is something that you play within the rules or the parameters of that specific game. So it's a sport. So when you in the dating game or you in the, you know, courting game, relationship game, however y'all want to frame it up, then to me it's a game within itself. You know what I'm saying? And depends on the game that she's used to hearing or not hearing is going to, you know, enhance your chances of being able to crack her. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think when we hear females say that he ain't got no game, it's based on, you know, what they're looking for.
Exactly.
They're looking for the outer appearance. They're looking for the inner appearance. They're looking for a combination of both. They're looking for just to get their ear set on fire because he's telling them everything they want to hear, making it sound good, churching it up,
Mhm.
or it can go on either side. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Like, what's your game, or what was your game when you was in the single realm, and like, what was your game? What was your go to?
Um, yeah, I was all around. I was all around,
I
man.
play the one through
I
the
was all
five. It
around,
don't
nigga.
matter
Just
what
put me in the game,
position.
man. Just put
I'm
me in
going
the
to
game.
adapt.
Put
Jay
me,
gonna adapt. It
just
don't
put me in the
matter. Just
game,
put me
man.
in the game,
Shit.
and I'm gonna
Don't
adapt to what
matter.
y'all need me to do
You
for the
want, I
game.
know how to run a triangle. I know how
Yeah,
to
nah,
run
nah,
flex, floppy. Shit.
nah. I hear,
You wanna?
I hear that. I hear
And I
that.
mean, you know too, like different stages of my life. You know what I mean? Like different situations that happen. You know what I mean? It's like I can be the cool guy, I can be the asshole, I can be. You know what I mean? Kind of depend on the stage of my life at the time, and so shit, yeah, all of the above, really. Shit.
But yeah, I think you made a started off with like a key point. Like, it's a maturity thing. You know what I'm saying? Because even with us as men, like, we might accept a little game, a little bullshit when we're younger because we know that's just part of the game. Like,
Mm.
she's saying what she think I want to hear. I'm telling her we both playing with each other. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to when you get older, don't try to run no game on me. Give it to me straight.
I done played a lot of offenses.
Yeah.
You can't. There's nothing. There's no
I
new
done seen that.
schemes.
Yeah,
No new schemes that's
for
going.
sure. I
I'm
done
going to
seen
be
that play
startled by.
before.
Like I didn't work to the press, the full court, half court, trap.
Yeah,
Like I didn't work in all of them zones. So
yeah,
none of that shit. You can't throw no zone, no press at me. That's gonna. You know what I mean? It's like I know how to play it. Like when you get to like a basketball. You know what I mean? When you get to like a veteran, like I know how to play this game.
Right.
I know how to play this game, and I know what y'all gonna try and do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so,
Right.
know the tactics.
So what you think about, like, we saying kind of the dude with quote unquote game as opposed to the dude with just character, because sometimes you got the young girl that don't really want the game because she been filled up with game so much that she looking for more like the serious dude. You know what I'm saying? That's more based on his character, what he got going on, and all that. So it's like, what do you think is, like, I don't want to say percentage, but like, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think the percentage or majority of the females is looking for today? And that could be under our age group because we're a little bit older. So
What do I think the percentage of girls?
yeah, that rather somebody with game that's gonna burn their ear up, telling them what they want to hear, as opposed to just a straight shooter. Because I feel like a lot of times females don't always want to hear the truth.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I don't know. It's hard for me to. I don't know. I just feel like everybody wants somebody. Nobody wants to. So at the end of the day, I do feel like everybody wants a relationship or somebody. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, I mean, then again, you do have the young girls who, if you don't got no money or nothing like this, you know what I mean? I don't know. So that's a hard question to answer. What percentage girls?
So I feel like even the girls who are like more like superficial, they want you to have certain tools, certain things shining. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Ultimately, they still want to be with somebody.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For
It's
sure.
just they want somebody that fits the image of X, Y, and Z. Like you said, like we see on Pop the Balloon. It be the dude that come out there, a doctor. He got this going on, and they kind of like, I don't like your shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the dude that's trying to look like millions of dollars that may not really have nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? He the prize pick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. The Pop the Balloon, that was like that lets us know too, because you'll have like, they look, oh, he has this job, he's this, you know what I mean? It looks like a good guy and he has some good shit going, and they don't. They're not attracted to that.
I don't like his shoes. I don't like his. You know what I'm saying? They're not attracted to him.
Not attracted.
Or he too short.
Yeah,
And then the short dude that come out there, but he got game. You can tell his swag is a
exactly.
little different.
Yeah.
Well, height don't matter.
Some of them even end up getting popped because like they'll pop the balloon and be like, oh, I don't like this, and then another dude that they were interested in will pop the balloon. He's like, oh, you said you didn't like this. He's like,
Oh,
oh
right,
no, well, I was just
right,
yours is
right.
cool, but his is. It's like, well, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? So it's like almost like, do y'all even know what y'all really like? Are you just saying that? You know what I mean? Just to say that, or do you really know what you want? Like,
And I think
it's like confused
that's a
or
good point that you brought up. And I don't want to put no label on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. Me personally, I feel like not just women, but a lot of people are delusional. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like they have this persona, this image in their mind of, like we was watching something earlier, and the girl said a blueprint. A blueprint is fixed. It's not really real. You know what I'm saying? So you can have this blueprint in your
And
mind.
all the dudes was like, of course you do. Like, of
Yeah.
course you do. 6'5", 6'6". He has to be this. He has
Yeah,
to.
for sure.
Yeah, of course you do. You know what
For
I'm saying? Of course
sure.
you have a blueprint. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And just like how you want that like a lot of things in your blueprint, that dude can get any
Oh
female.
yeah, for sure. His
That
his
dude can
choices
get
ain't
any
his
female.
choices ain't
You and
that
1,000
limited.
other girls want that same dude. You know what I mean? So, and that's where a guy like that. That's where he don't necessarily have to have the game. It's like, why do I have to? I don't have to slick talk y'all. I don't have to come. You know what I'm saying? I already know y'all want me. You know what I mean? So why would I have to try to impress you or try to
Right.
talk nice and try to be all cute with you, buy you flowers? I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing none of that. You trying to chill or not? No? I'm going to hit up. You know what I mean? The next girl, you want to chill? Okay, cool. You ready by 7. I mean, that easy, that simple, that quick. And you get the thousands, you know what I mean? Like, let's say 100, let's say that dude has 100 girls. Like, he hit you up, you didn't hit him back, or you wasn't with it. He hits the next girl, she's with it. Nigga, you move down the rotation. You move back to 100.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? The next girls come right up. You know what I mean? So whatever you want to do, in both situations, guys or girls, you know, whatever you want to do, another bitch.
The
Sorry,
next
another
the next person will.
tapping into my 23-year-old days, man. Tapping into my
Jay went back to his game days.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
girl,
shit. That's that's a real good point. Like whatever you want to do, the next person will. And I know it's a lot of times to where, like you said, going back to the maturity. Because I know I've been in situations to where based on where I'm at, the female may have certain expectations at that time, and it's not my time for that. And then when my time come, you know what I'm saying, to get the things that I've been working for, now it's like now it's too late. You missed the boat. You know what I'm saying? Them things that you wanted, and I feel like the whole game thing. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime it's a game, you kind of impatient to win.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You want to get the game over to get to the results to see who win. And I feel like the best game sometimes is the waiting game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why it goes to like the cats who be like, or the females who have friends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Them cats is playing the waiting game. You know what I'm saying? So they get to see
They ain't just wait on you.
What?
They got like 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they just waiting on you.
What? They playing a waiting game
Yeah.
so they can see who is gonna best fit. You know what I'm saying?
That happened to, I'm pretty sure that happened to you. I mean, that happened to me.
Oh yeah,
a
for
few
sure.
times where
For
it
sure.
was girls I tried to holler at. They wasn't giving me no rhythm. You know, I just had an Instagram or Snapchat, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, reply to the story here and there. And, I mean, some girls, like 2 years after, after meeting them, you know what I mean? I end up hanging out with them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've been there. And then on the opposite end, too, like, or I mean, yeah, not the opposite end, but like, it might have been like a girl in high school. I mean, it was a girl in high school that I tried to holler at, and she wasn't really messing with me. And 10 years down the line, you know what I mean?
She tried to double back.
Yeah, I double back. She did double back. Yeah, but I mean,
So do you think that like because like I said, the game, a lot of dudes, their game is to pretty much tell them what they want to hear. So do you think a female is more like attracted to, I don't want to say lies, but in a way that's kind of like what it is, like a facade, because it's kind of like if you delusional, then the only thing that's really gonna make you feel complete is somebody that can paint that picture and kind of like fill that illusion for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
I don't want to like point it towards that, you know what I mean? But it's just like when I think about it, it just makes sense. But just how guys are like wired and compared to how women are wired, right? It's like when when guys are younger, you know what I mean? When like, 3, 4, 5 years old, we start getting into baseball, football, sports activities, like, So, we play football and basketball, whatever, you know what I mean? Usually you have a team captain, you know what I mean, on the team, right? So at 5 years old, we know, okay, that's the captain of the team. Like, yeah, he's just a player like us, but it's like,
right.
like it's like a pecking order. We understand pecking order. We understand the team. We understand how to play together. We understand, like, it's almost like a reality in a sense. Like, it's like we're living in the reality. You know what I mean? While we're doing that, the girls are having tea parties and watching, what I mean, these Disney movies with the princess gets saved and slays the dragon. And I mean, obviously, I'm not saying girls think that we're going to slay dragons, but it's like a little bit of a, I mean, it makes sense though. I'm trying to point it to that, but it just makes sense. It's like you have like a Disney movie type of, like, the princess and Prince Charming, and he's gonna be smelling good with the blonde, with the long blonde hair, and I mean, he's gonna be a warrior too. Like,
for sure.
Nah, man, it's not going. What I'm saying? It's not like that. I mean,
that definitely feed the delusion. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
imagine like I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, girls, they, when they're younger, they dress up like, dress up and, the ballerina and princess. They're getting called princess all the time when they're little. So it's like, it's like princess. I'm a princess. I'm a queen. I'm supposed. It's like a. I don't want to.
It's like an automatic.
I don't want to point that as a problem, or that's where it comes from. It's just like yeah, it's like almost like a false sense of reality in a sense. Like, he has to be this, and that. You know what I mean? It's the reason why, like, you can see a millionaire, you know what I mean? A millionaire guy wife up a girl who works at Starbucks, you know what I mean? Yeah. You won't really see a millionaire woman wife up, a nigga who works at Starbucks.
She's looking for Prince Charming.
Yeah, she's looking for someone on her level, you know what I mean? On her, you know what I mean? So it's like a little, like I said, like a little bit of false sense of, like, I don't know.
Yeah, false sense of reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that just feeds into the whole, when you hear game, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got no game, or he ain't got this. It's like he not giving you that false sense of reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He too down to earth, or he a cornball, or he a square, or you know what I'm saying? And it's like, shit, I know, give it to you straight. Yeah, I don't have females call me square or whatever, and you know what I'm saying?
Here, yeah.
I done been in situations to where, like, straight up, just keep it transparent with y'all. I done been in situations where I done hung out with a female, went to her house, chilled, stayed the night, and because I am who I am, I'm not tripping on her like that, and I might not even like made no move or try to come at her like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the next morning, she'll ask me like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you like females or whatever? And it's like, yeah, but it's like, you're so used to
a nigga trying to come up on you, run up on you, and ran on you. Like, I'm not.
It's like you don't even know how to handle somebody that's really trying to get to know you. That's really trying to pick your brain and see where your mind at first before, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You start stirring up them emotions on the inside. And it's like, I feel like that's like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Females, they emotions be so stirred up from, you know what I mean, getting game ran on them, that it's like when you get somebody that ain't tripping on them, they really don't know how to, handle it at a younger age until they mature and experience certain things, and then they really realize, the dude with no game, he ain't just gaming me.
Yeah.
His game is fluent.
Yeah.
Like you said, MJ, he gonna play the same in Chicago, and you know what I'm saying, Atlanta, Boston. His game is
first option. First option
for sure. So he take his game with him. You know what I'm saying? It's not just utilized to get you.
It was funny. That's one thing. What my girl, she told me when we first met that she liked about me. She was like, yeah, you know, when we first met, like I didn't get the sense that you were trying to like you just wanted sex from me, like you wanted, you know what I mean? She was like, that's rare, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was like, oh, like, you know, right. I didn't even know it was, but you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not, you know,
yeah, for sure.
I'm not trying to, you know what I mean?
For sure.
The funny,
hey,
no, I was just thinking like the funny. Like I said, and for me, right? Like I wasn't always like that, you know what I mean? I was not always like, you know what I mean? I was at one point trying to hurry up and get to, you know what I mean? So I was a maturity thing.
Horn dog.
But it was. I'm laughing because like I remember one time I went on the first date with this girl, and then went on the date, and then I really wanted like no matter how the date went, I wanted to go back home and play 2K. I wanted to go back home and play 2K.
They think about player.
Like 60-70% of my mind was on the date, 30%. And I was playing with the homies, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, damn, I gotta go on a date. You know what I mean? A date with this girl, I'll be real quick. You know what I mean? Like an hour or 2 hours, you know what I mean? She ended up wanting me to come over. I was like, fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, and that was the difference of like, you know, like that's the difference of, you know, like the maturity of me, you know what I mean? Like, like the younger me, I would have hopped on it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like the older me, I'm like, fuck, man. I told the homie I'm gonna hop on 2K. Like I didn't think you wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just trying to get to know you first date, you know what I mean? Cool, if it went cool, I'll hit you up, you know, a couple of days, we can go on, you know what I mean?
You trying to take me down.
She was, yeah.
You trying to take me down.
Exactly. So
yeah, no.
So I can, you know, I don't know. Yeah. So
yeah.
And girls can, and I used to always tell my homies used to always talk about this, like, you know, obviously younger, when I was single, we were going out. I used to always tell them, I was like, man, like every time I go out, and every time I used to go out and I used to like try to look for girls, I never really got them, you know what I mean? I got them, but not like that.
Not like,
but when I went out and I wasn't worried about girls, that I was just having fun with my homies, that's when I got them, man. That's when I got them. It's almost like an energy thing. Like they can feel your energy. They can feel, you know what I mean? And I can only imagine too, like my younger self, like me being in the club looking for girls. I'm in the club just looking around, like you looking like a horn dog, you know what I mean? You looking around compared to like, oh, I'm just chilling. Yeah, lurking. You have a look in your eye, you know what I mean?
Eye of the tiger. Fresh fish on the line.
I was about to say, like, on some shit.
Eye of the tiger.
Shit, when I used to go out with some of my homies, when I used to go out with this nigga stupid,
scared in the room, like, oh yeah, she look like babe right.
Hey, I swear, I swear, bro. When niggas is horny, like I said, I've been single. I've been around niggas, right? So when I was younger, I swear, you right though. I can like nigga. It's a certain look a nigga like, especially if niggas like super trying to get one. I swear to God, it's a certain look in their eye. You know what I mean? I seen a long time. We went to a concert. It was me and a group of homies and shit. Went to a concert. I seen one of the like a childhood homegirl I grew up with. She was with her group of homegirls. I mean, and I wasn't trying to get at her or nothing. This was just like a friend, you know what I mean? Oh, how you doing? Like, I know her family and shit, you know what I mean? So this wasn't, if anything, I was trying to holler at one of her homegirls, you know what I mean? But trying to be cool, right? Yeah. So talking to her group is behind her, my group is behind me, talking to her, right? It's one, he's my homie by association. I mean, I hate to say like that, but he's associated to one of the other homies, you know what I mean? Yeah. So as I'm talking to her, I see this nigga come up like on the side of me, you know what I mean? And he just starts staring at her like with a googly eye, like googly eye, to the point to where like we're talking and she like looks at him, she was like, do you know this nigga? I was just like, yeah, so-and-so, what's your, okay, and I can just tell the vibe. She
right,
like, oh,
everything changed.
I'm just looking at him like, what are you doing? Like, what are you, like, why did you have to walk up, like you walked up right up to her and just started looking like, predator, like you never seen a female before or something. Like
prey.
That's crazy, you know what I mean? So another time, you know what I mean, club, same thing, like dude came up to, you know what I mean? I think I told you about that New Year's Eve brawl on New Year's Eve, you know what I mean? Yeah. Same dude came up to her looking all crazy, all good, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. So people do have like a, you know, certain like energy and look, you know, when they're trying to get a girl. You know what I mean? Compared to, you know, when they're just chilling. And I'm pretty sure I used to have that same cuckoo.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, energy and all that shit, you know, that shit.
Yeah, nah, yeah, that's a good point. 'Cause I know I've been in situations like that too, and it's and this for the fellas, man, because it's always one of y'all that mess it up for, you know what I'm saying, for the group when y'all out or whatever, because you just too eager. You know what I'm saying? Eager beaver, he don't know what to do. He act like he ain't been out the house before. You know
I
what I'm
told you about
saying?
the other story.
Kill.
I ain't gonna go into detail, but just man, girl. I set it up to where we both was gonna, you know what I mean? And all you have to do is shut up. All you have to do is
Yeah.
shut up. You know what I mean? You in there talking, and saying, you know what I mean, to the point you make them feel uncomfortable. So like, I'm just thinking, like, why would I even, you know what I mean?
So okay, so let me ask you this. It goes back to the original, like, saying or whatever, game and character. Do you feel like his game was like cornball? Because like you said, you told him all you gotta do is pretty much sit there and look cool. Just sit there and look cool.
Look
I'm gonna
cool.
work the
I did.
room.
I already set it up.
I already
I already
set it
set it
up.
up. I
It's
did all
already
the
set in
talking. You don't have to
stone.
do
All you
nothing.
gotta do is sit there and just be cool, go with the flow. But it's like, because you don't have no game, when you open your mouth, now you kind of just done, you know what I'm saying? You kind of, so you,
I feel like that energy is like more so like a horny type of, you know what I mean, like a lustful, horny. You
right,
know what I mean? I don't think that's because the person I feel like he actually does have game. You know what I mean? It's
right,
just like in those certain moments, it's like
right.
I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I think it's more so a spirit or something, or more so like a like a you can say you lurk, like say you lurking, you looking crazy. You know what I mean? It's like it's like a well, I'm not sure I compare to that, but like if the nigga was trying to kill somebody, waiting for somebody to kill,
Oh
you know what I
yeah,
mean? It's
you
like
got that. You can tell.
you lurk, you know what I mean? You have
Yeah,
a certain energy and spirit about
right,
you that you trying to do
right.
something. You know what I mean? So I think it's more like an energy, or spirit, or I don't know. It's like especially when you get to drinking and stuff, and so drinking that night. So I don't know. I can't really
So
pinpoint it to
I
something.
got a question for you. So do you feel like, yeah, can I word this? So do you feel like females are more attracted to the dude who's like not really paying them no attention
For
over
sure.
the one
For
who's,
sure.
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. For sure.
Because that was my thing. It bring me back to and this is a long time ago, man. But this is when I was in barber school. You know what I'm saying? It was one bad shorty up in there. Everybody's trying to holler at her, asking her to she want to go to lunch and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I made it a point. I knew she was bad,
But yeah.
but I made it a point
To not to
to not to
ignore.
give her no attention. I'm
Yeah.
not looking at you. I'm
Yeah.
not doing none of that.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? And then it was a situation where we was all grouped up and we went bowling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she came and sat down to me, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She
Wondering.
asked,
Yeah. Why don't you talk to me? Hey, I've
that's my
never met
point.
you. Why didn't you never say
She asked
nothing?
me straight up, how come you never said nothing to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? The rest of these cats up in here. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, because I don't blend in with the rest of the thirsty
Yeah.
crowd. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
stay in my own lane. And you know what I'm saying? If you're for me, then you'll
I know
see
how
me.
to hide it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I know how to hide that shit. I
Pretty,
wanted to,
yeah,
but
I wanted
I,
to.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's
I ain't
like
even gonna.
what I look
Yeah.
like falling in line with the rest of the clowns that
Mm-hmm.
you done, you know what I'm saying, rejected or looked at like they were stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because they won't even let you get out the car in the morning. They trying to help you with your stuff and that,
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
me, that's weak game. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like be intentional with what it is. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying? Because a lot of dudes they'll play that game in the beginning to catch up to get the female, and then if you're not intentional, if that's not really who you are, then that game gonna catch up to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna be able to hold on to her or get nothing down with her anyway, because you're
Yeah.
gonna run into yourself.
You was running facade this whole
Yeah,
time, so you can't ever be yourself. So
yeah, you and
yeah,
your own fake
you gotta keep
reality.
up with you gotta keep up with what you were saying and what you're doing and everything. So yeah, that's very true. Sure. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So I don't know if it's like well, like where do you think that like that example starts from.
Example of what?
Example of like the whole persona of what like what game is or what she looking for or like you think that
Like
starts at
how
like
does a guy?
no female like you think that starts at home based on how she raised you think that's more or less her culture and her circle of
Yeah,
friends
all that, like her environment,
her
you know what I mean?
environment and
Yeah,
all that
her environment, you know what I mean? Seeing other people, seeing her friends, older sister, older, you know what I mean? Older girls, aunties, you know, her mom, you know what I mean? Seeing, you know, what's what, you know what I mean? And movies you watch, yeah, everything you take in, you know what I mean? Everything you see, you know what I mean? Sure. But yeah, I thought you were talking about dudes. I'm like, oh, that's an easy one.
well yeah dude same question like where do you think that comes from
Like them getting game?
yeah
Oh, that shit comes from, that shit, it's like that movie Hitch. You seen the movie Hitch? When you
yeah
know he was a
yeah
player and all that, you know what I
yeah
mean, getting the girls, you know what I mean. But that shit came from heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? That shit, for the most part, that shit came from heartbreak. You know what I mean? Came from he really thought this girl was the one. You know what I mean? His first girl, he was probably, I mean, yeah, in the movie he was a cornball. You know, he was a
right
cornball with the glasses and he couldn't believe, and you know what I mean. So you know, and now he just starts to think like, damn, like I love this girl and she did me like that. You know what I mean? You turn, you know, you get cold and yeah, you kind of start. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Heartbreak can change you, man. Like heartbreak can change you. You know what I mean? It can
yeah
change
for
you.
sure
It can change you for the worse, or it can
I
change you
was
for the
just gonna
better.
say
You know what I
that
mean? It can
I
change you
was
for the worse or the
just
better.
gonna
You
say
know what I
that
mean? And not to say Hitch was a bad person, but he just understood now. It's like, okay, these. It's almost like shit. I wasn't playing the game. I was really myself.
oh right
You were playing the game, so now it's like, okay, now he's realizing now it's a game. Now it's like, okay, now the next girl he ever talks to, you know what I mean? He's like, does she really love me? He's like, oh, and you won't give your girl that trust. You know what I mean?
right
You won't even give her that 100%. You know, you would never.
right
Yeah, I mean, like I
you'll
said,
never
like
catch me slipping again
yeah,
yeah
but I mean, you would never want to feel that way again. You know what I mean? So to do that, you would put barriers up to where it's like you would never like allow yourself to be. I don't know. You know, like
no,
you. You
that's a
know what I
good
mean?
point. And I think that's like that goes back to the maturity.
I
Like,
mean, like basketball. Like, let's say someone plays one game, you know, dates one girl, one game, compared to a nigga who dated 100 girls and played in 100 games. Who's gonna have more experience how to deal with the, you know what I mean? The nigga who played 100 games, the nigga who dated 100 girls.
yeah,
I done heard that before. You know what I'm saying? I done heard
yeah,
this before. Like
yeah,
all girls say that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Like,
And I was just gonna say that go back
oh,
to
this is
like
your first time, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
that go back to how you were saying like put barriers up. You know what I'm saying? I think both genders, men and women, you know what I'm saying, we put those barriers up based on the experience and that's gonna like add to the maturity level. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because a woman who been gamed up, in my opinion, she got those certain barriers up to where you can't really say too much that's gonna change how she feel, as opposed to somebody who ain't been hurt, who ain't been, you know what I'm saying, lied to or you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Exactly.
led astray.
Yeah.
Now they less likely to have boundaries because they haven't been hurt. They
Yeah.
have, you know what I'm saying, their feelings ain't been compromised because they gave the dude the benefit of the doubt, and now he turned out to be crazy or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wild niggas slapping them up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we see that a lot, and we've heard stories to where you know a female was giving dude benefit of the doubt based on what he said,
Talking about.
and
Yeah.
then when his true character came out, you know what I'm saying? Found out, oh, this ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? He wild. Like I can't be around him talking to me crazy. You know?
I mean, that goes to right because we were going to also talk about like do girls like the truth or do they like being lied to? It's like in my opinion, I feel like most of them like being lied to.
I agree.
You know, you like being lied to
I
because
agree.
if 100% guys were truthful to you, you wouldn't. You know what I mean? And most guys, for the most, I mean, I say most guys, I can't put a percentage, but a handful of guys, they just want to fuck. They just want to smash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a guy can't come up to you and just be like, "Hey, you're pretty. I want to fuck." You know what I mean? Like that's his true intentions. You know what I mean?
Right.
But so he can't say that. So now he has
gotta
to say
come
a
around
whole
the back
bunch of other
door,
shit
right.
to really get.
Right.
You know what I mean? To you know what I mean? So I mean, and that's the game. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's the game, scoring. You know what I mean? It's like I just want to fuck, but what I can't just come up to you like, "Hey, you're pretty. I want to fuck you." You know what I mean? Like I have to play this game. You know what I mean? With you. You know, hello, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you look nice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what you up to today? And, you know, got the whole goal this. You know, oh, okay. Like, oh, can I get your number? Can I call you sometime? Take you on a date? You know what I mean? Got to go on a date. Gotta, you know, be funny. You know what I mean? Do all this. You know what I mean? When really, all the end of the day, you really just want one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and then because you put so much energy into like the chase, like once you get that kill, then it's kind of like I don't even feel the same way about you no more.
Man.
I think some of y'all already know what we talking about. You can read between the lines, man, where you know what I'm saying, you chase her, you get her, and then the next day you don't even look at her the same. She ain't even that pretty no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like it's the thrill of the chase sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's that
lust,
nature.
lust.
Yeah, that lustful nature and then to where, you know what I'm saying, once we get it, and it's like, and for the women, y'all gotta understand, like, I can't speak for all dudes, but for me, like, I respect that. I'm more attracted to, you know what I'm saying, a female that's not obviously not gonna be super easy, but not gonna be, you know, crazy restrictive either. You know what I'm saying? I'm more attracted to that than, you know what I'm saying, the ones who just, you know what I'm saying, they just gonna give it up. They just gonna, you know, because it's like, where's the fun in that?
Now, not only that though, it's just like, just thinking like, damn, man, I pulled you like this. Like any other nigga can come and, you know what I mean? I
It
can't,
ain't just me.
I can't, you know what I mean? Can't take you serious.
Me. Yeah, that's how you operate.
Serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you open the door quick.
You smoke weed?
Yeah.
Any nigga that with weed, man, you just go smoke the blunt with this nigga, man. Any nigga who has some weed, nigga.
Sure.
You know, Don Julio? You going for Don Julio, man. So yeah.
Sure.
Hell yeah. Sure. Can't take you serious at all.
Nah. Yeah, nah, I don't know. I think it's a crazy dynamic, you know, because like you were saying, everybody wants somebody.
Everybody wants somebody, man. Saying? Nobody wants to be alone, man.
You gotta go through so many, like, you know, trials and you know what I'm saying, relationships to really figure out yourself, you know what I'm saying, to know what's really gonna work for you before you can really.
You feel like you have to go through a lot of relationships as a man, or in general, or as a man or a woman?
I mean, I wouldn't say a lot, like as far as number of relationships, but it's like the extent of the relationship. It's got to be something that lasted for a little while, and you got to learn about yourself through, you know what I'm saying, through dealing with a person, and you matured. And just like we was watching the podcast earlier, and Donald Rollins was like, men are logical. So every situation that we go through that didn't work, we able to reflect towards like, well, damn, why that didn't work? What did I do? And we know what we did or didn't do. For sure. You know what I'm saying? That drove her away or that kept her there longer. For sure. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes females, and this goes to, you know, the level of accountability, they don't hold themselves to a certain level of accountability to be able to take blame for, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
that's a dangerous game, because the next relationship you go into, you're going to have the similar or different type of problems. You know what I mean? Because you might be dealing with either a similar nigga or a different nigga. But either way, you're going to have problems that stem from that same shit you didn't reflect on. You know what I mean? So,
for sure. Because
that might even lead into problems with, you know, family, you know, work, you know what I mean? Anything else.
Because we done all heard it from male and female. I've heard people say stuff like, I keep running to the same type of person. I keep dealing with the same type of dude. Yeah. Well, that's because you're not learning from, you know what I'm saying? You're not holding yourself accountable for the things that you accept, for the things that you attracting, for the things that you repelling to keep away from you. You You know what I'm saying? You're not holding yourself accountable for that.
I could just
So
put that just like a basketball. Like, if every time a double team comes, you don't know what to do. And after the game ends, you don't go back and watch and reflect and see, okay, when the double comes next time, I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? You analyze the situation and now you know how to do it differently. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So, but if you don't do that, you know what I mean? You play your next game, your next relationship, a double team comes, you're going to be in the same position. You know what I mean? Nothing's going to change. You're not going to know what to do. You're going to be the same, you know what I mean? Type of, they're going to be stuck.
Yeah, because I heard something before. I forgot who said it, but he was like, your discipline and your choices is either going to create a new opportunity or the same cycle. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's true. When men and women, if y'all watching this, if you keep ending up in the same cycle, it seems like you keep running into the same person. Then you need to back up and reassess yourself.
I lie though, but I want to say like when I was single, like the first couple of years, that's when I was like uh messing with a lot of girls or whatever. I mean you were working with me during that time, so you seen like when I was had motion, you know what I mean, and I kind of slowed down. Then I kind of was like I was just chilling, you know what I mean. And once I started chilling, and like like started kind of like approaching the situation differently, that's when I started attracting like better, which ended up I ended up having my girl. So yeah, it wasn't until I started changing kind of changing my ways and changing little things about me. And
so that's a good point. Let me ask you this: so what if you could pinpoint like a particular relationship or situation, what made you start to like redirect your ways or your habits?
Honestly, I probably was just tired of the same type of females I was dealing with. I was just dealing with like just the females I was dealing with, and I was kind of just got tired. I was just more, like I said, like it got to a point to where I went on a date with a girl, and I'm thinking about just going back to the house and playing 2K and being by myself. It's like I don't want to even be here type of shit. Like, I don't really see the purpose of going on dates anymore. I don't see not like that, but you know what I mean. I don't see.
No, yeah,
like I'm just like I'm not even
for sure.
You know what I mean,
I feel like it's
I feel like I'd be by myself, chilling. Like I don't know. I'd rather.
I was just gonna say it. I feel like it's a certain power that you gain when like you've lived by yourself and you know how to keep yourself company.
For sure.
You're not really letting certain things bother you or get to you as opposed to those people. You have people that get out of one relationship and jump back in another. Like they don't take no time for themselves and they don't really know how to be by themselves. So they feel like they gotta always have somebody around them or something like that. To me, them is the worst type of people.
That's and honestly, when I was living by myself, I mean, every day you brush your teeth, hopefully, you know what I mean? So that's one thing when I was living by myself. It's like every day when I brush my teeth, there was a mirror right there. You know what I mean? So I had to look myself in the mirror every day, you know what I mean? And like really reflect on like, damn, like I probably shouldn't have did that. I probably should have said that to her. Probably did. You know what I mean? So you start reflecting on and you start moving differently and you see like the problems that can you seen some of the problems I had in the past and some of the messages I got, you know what I mean? So it's that could have been a pinpoint too. Like I kind of slowed down after that one message. I was like, hold on, nigga. Hold on, nigga.
That's what I was.
Is that your social security?
Yeah, that's what I was getting to.
I was like, hold on. So I was like, hold on.
Let me crazy experience for you to be like, whoa.
Hold on. Nigga, let me. I can't even remember. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so and just dealing with different type of girl, like deal with different type of girls, deal with different type of emotions, deal with different type of personalities all the time. That's like it weighs on you, man. Because just like you said, like the game part, it's almost like you have to be a different type of person for every type of girl. You know what I mean? Not to say you change your personality. I'm not a different person.
Right, but
it's like this girl's a nice girl. This girl's a hood girl. This girl's, you know what I mean? This girl come from the ghetto. This girl come from a rich neighborhood. This girl, you know what I mean? So it's like you dealing with different, you know what I mean? This girl, I can say a joke. I can talk about certain jokes with this person. I can't talk about certain jokes with
They not.
I can, you know what I mean? I can watch certain movies and TV shows with this person. This person doesn't, you know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like you're doing, you know what I mean? It's like juggling all that. It's like, oh yeah, I got tired of that shit. Plus on, you know what I mean? Just the situations that happen and you know what I mean? So I was like, hold on, let me just take a break, man. Let me just cool off for a second. You know what I mean? Be around some and you get tired of like some I mean, shit, a lot of girls I wouldn't say that. I'll just say
Say it.
I mean, I wouldn't say that though. I wouldn't say what I was gonna say. I mean, I was just more so say like some girls I mean, like I said, it was draining. But some girls, like their personalities are not like right. You know what I mean? They're not. I'm not say good people, but you know what I mean. They might be good people, but it's like certain things about them is not right. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean. And like I said, that draws on your energy. That draws from you. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm trying to be around some good energy people, like good people, good. You know what I mean? Good intentions, like you know, what's your motives? Like it's almost like I started thinking like, damn, like what's your motive? Like what's what's your intention? You know what I mean? It's like you know, like kind of like one of my homies when like a random girl had text him, he showed us the message. She was like, oh, she was like trying hard, I guess, and then he was like, what's your motive? Like, what's your intention? He was like, you're pretty. Like, I know you don't need no dick. Like, what?
Right.
Like, what's you know what I mean?
What's your angle?
You know what I mean? What you want, man? You know what I mean? So yeah, almost a little bit. You start getting a little paranoid, a little bit, like a little bit in a sense, like not like crazy, but you know, it's like a little like unsettling. You know what I mean? Like all these different people, all these different. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'm not trying to. I mean, then it got to the point. It's like I don't even like girls coming to my house no more. It's like you know, I can't even come to my crib like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it got to a point where I was like, I'm never inviting girls into my house like that no more.
For sure, for sure, because that energy, those spirits stay with you for a while. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're laying down with them. Because I know, just like you, like similar situations, it got to the point to where, yeah, you can't come over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Not tonight.
I'll come see you.
Yeah, nope.
You can't come over at all, really, because I don't want you to know where I live. And that came from traumatic experiences where females was popping up at the house or, you know what I'm saying, doing something crazy, couldn't get them to leave. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, man, and to me that all comes
can't get them to leave. Like, nigga, can you please leave my house? Can you leave my house? Yeah, man. To me, I'm gonna call 911. Nigga, goddamn, leave, bitch, leave.
To me, those are some of the things you encounter when you run a game, because you done put that game on them. You done told them this. You done sold them this, and now they thinking that it's more than what it is. And in the back of our mind, we're like, I ain't fucking with you like that.
Yeah,
I ain't messing with you like that. Like you're taking this shit way too serious. Like you said, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying?
Did that, should have said that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I should say like this, you know what I mean? And,
sure.
You know what I mean? But I mean, I feel like part of that too goes to the girls. I mean, I started to feel like the girls I was around, like I started to feel like, or maybe the girls I was meeting at the time. I mean, the new girl I was meeting, I feel like some of their intentions was like, not to say they're trying, because it wasn't like I had hella money or hella, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I'm thinking you're gonna rob me or nothing, but just more so like, you know, what you trying to do? Yeah, I don't know. It's just like comes like a.
No, you gotta. I mean, I feel like you gotta give yourself. I know what you're saying though, but I mean, like you gotta give yourself more credit than that, because a lot of times, us as barbers, you know, females may have a certain persona of us.
Yeah,
they may feel like, are you in the shop one day? And I just know that because I've talked to different females or different ladies or whatever, and you know, the conversation would just be a general conversation, and they might ask me, how many cuts you cut today?
Yeah.
Was you busy at work today?
Yeah.
And I was like, you trying to count my pockets in a sense, because, you know what I'm saying? You thinking things is one way, and it's like, you know, I may or may not be living like that. So I think that's one of them things, you know, we got to all pay attention to.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what people's true intentions are.
For sure.
And I feel like as we mature, we ask those questions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When we're younger, well, I don't care what your intention is, as long as you intend to lay down, and you know what I'm saying?
And I mean, you know what's funny? That's what I was telling my girl. I mean, I'll tell girls who's watching this too, like the same thing, similar thing. I was telling my girl one time, I was like, even if we don't be together, you know what I mean? Even if we go our separate ways, like still understand, like, dudes' intentions. You know what I mean? I know you say,
Right.
you know what I mean? You used to have guy friends and this. I was like, just know their intentions. I ain't always, because like I'm telling you, like, most guys, they just want to fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're not going to just tell you, oh, like, I want to fuck you. Yeah, those try to play your friend. They try to play the cool guy, try to play the, you know what I mean? So, so you got, guys and girls, y'all got to be careful of other people's intentions. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because girls, you know what I mean? Y'all think this guy is just your brother. Oh, he's like a brother to me. It's like, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
You don't understand.
You don't understand.
When he telling the homies, when he go back in his circle and he was like, oh, yeah, playing it cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in the background. She going to think it's cool. And then when that opportunity come, I'm going to strike.
Yep. So,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It was just like on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Will Smith said that to Lisa on one episode. She was like, do guys really do it? He's like, yeah, they do. I did it. I did it before. Like, yeah, we do it. Like, I'm telling you, I'm like, some of the stuff I'll tell you, I did this before. Right. You know what I mean? You did this before. Right. I know niggas. And the funny thing about it is, like, I mean, I'm not God, so I'm not trying to judge nobody or, you know what I mean? I would think that you're a really good person. A lot of people think you're a good person. I would think I'm a good person, and a lot of people think I'm a good person. And we know good people out there, but we also know there's nigga, you know what I mean? Some grimy, I know some grimy niggas, you know what I mean? To where, like, some of the shit they do, a lot of the shit they do, I can't even tell you on it because it's too explicit. It's too, you know what I mean? So you understand, like I said, and plus we're both barbers. So just the conversations we didn't heard in the barbershop, the conversation, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like, I ain't gonna be specific or nothing. You know what I'm talking about. Just think about the conversation my cousin was talking about yesterday.
It was a crazy concept, I forgot.
When he was saying the girl got drunk and she was faded, throwing up, you know what I'm saying? And old boy pretty much
he pretty
much took it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, you know, and then the back
I know a nigga, I don't know him, you know what I mean? But I know,
and in the back of his mind, you know, he was kind of like, oh shit, she had no idea who she was messing with. So it's like, ladies, don't be naive, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're being cautious and careful, because don't get sucked into the game. Because the game will have you out bad. Put you in a situation to where you ain't see it coming.
And I'm pretty sure some girls who would argue that, oh, well, I know a lot of guys, I have a lot of guy friends, and I know it's like you might know a little bit inside, but you just
they ain't giving you the sauce. They not.
You don't know. How could you know to the extent that me and you know? Like, how could you know to the extent that me and you know? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, we live this.
Like locker rooms, barbershops. Like you don't know the extent. You know what I mean? This goes. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like some guys, you know what I mean, or a lot of guys, they don't want their girls to have no guy friends. Like, no, like
for sure,
have no guy friends. Like, you know what I mean? Because we know the extent.
We know the extent
how
that
works. What can work? You know what I mean? This nigga, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I remember when I was younger, I was like one Super Bowl, I told my brother, I was like, oh man, you mind if I bring the homegirl over? He was like, ain't no such thing as homegirls, but yeah, she can come.
That's real
Ain't no such thing as homegirls, she can come though. You know what I'm saying?
That's real tough. Yeah. Real tough. Okay, yeah.
I mean, acquaintances I can understand, but for you to say this, like your brother, your friend, like, nah. I mean, but I feel like there are guys out there that can just really have good intentions. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like that's it's pretty rare.
Not if they single.
Yeah, that's true.
If they single and they ain't really got nothing going on, their intentions ain't what you think.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll speak from experience and just knowing how fellas operate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that dude got somebody and he holds somebody down and he say, you know, you sis or you bro, you know what I'm saying, vice versa, whatever, then that's probably what it is. But if he's single and, you know what I'm saying, lingering around.
It's just being a guy, just like I said, being a guy, being guy friend groups, going out as a group as guys, you know what I mean? Like, I just see some scandalous shit, dog. Some scandalous shit, you know what I mean? Like I said, some shit I can't even say because it's shit, it's too explicit. Or, you know, YouTube approved, you know what I mean? You can't, but yeah, man, some scandalous niggas, grimy niggas, like, it's out there, man. So yeah, and be careful with, you know what I mean? And you guys want the game, and like, be careful with that, man. You know what I mean? Like, the cornball, he might be good, you know what I'm saying? You might want to take that dude, you know what I mean?
Safe route.
You might want to take that cornball, you know what I mean? He mean what he say.
Yeah, for sure.
He mean what he say. A nigga with no game, that's actually probably the best nigga. He's just telling you everything. Like, you know what I mean? He's not hiding nothing, not sugarcoating nothing. He gonna tell you like all the nerdy comic books.
Right.
You know what I mean? He tell you what it is. Yeah, I play games. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think a lot of times, the truth just ain't always attractive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
because it's too simple, it's too basic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want, a certain persona or whatever. And I know that just from living different lifestyles. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I've been under the umbrella of like the biker life and all that. And let me tell you.
Grimy shit.
Let me tell you.
Grimy shit.
Let me tell you.
How much?
Females
How?
will go.
Yeah.
They'll go for the okie doke just because of what they see on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he a bad boy, or he this, or he that. It's like,
I don't think I'm talking about they girl upstairs.
yeah,
They in the
yeah.
they girl upstairs. They in the you sleep. Why you sleep upstairs? This nigga doing.
Yeah. I don't, man. Trust me,
Man.
Trust me. So
You go to the grocery store. This nigga and that girl. They went in the bathroom for 5 minutes. Came back out right before you got home. He kissed you on the lips. I'm like, ooh, I didn't seen it. Like, I didn't seen it.
So yeah, just to sum it up, man, y'all, both sides, man, be careful when you attracted to that game. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what it is. It's something to play with. It ain't really something to take serious,
Mm-hmm.
And if you know you in the game, you playing the game, then play it accordingly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you don't want no parts of the game and all that, then stay out that lane.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because the players gonna play. And they're gonna game you up, and they're gonna have you in a situation that you never seen coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, shit, that pretty much sums it up. You got anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, yeah, that's basically it, man. Yeah, be careful with that. No, yes, be careful because people's intentions aren't always what you think. You know what I mean? People's intentions. People have, it's a whole bunch of stuff. People's intentions, their well wishes for you. You know what I mean? It's not always, genuine. It's true. You know what I mean? It's coming from a different place. You know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure.
be careful, man.
For sure. Well, shit, like always, man, hit that subscribe, hit that notification. I hope y'all was able to get something from this. You know what I'm saying? Men and women. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we in the shop. We hear both sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? And it's some stuff y'all wouldn't believe that centered around a game that was. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, I guess one thing, just as far as the griminess, I mean, just so y'all can really understand, like, sometimes y'all might think it's like the ugly nigga.
No.
Like, nigga. Sometimes it's the nigga with all, quote unquote, all the girls that doing the grimy shit. You know what I mean?
Dirtbag.
Yeah, some niggas I be thinking, like, nigga, I seen you get pretty girls, nigga. Why you doing? You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, man. It's some crazy. Yeah, it is. Sure. Yeah, nigga.
So,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, not only crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So
I need to do like put the episode like a explicit episode on another Cyrus song so I can go in detail on some of the stories and shit I see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just you know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes we have to water it down. I'm like,
because I know from being in the bike world, boy, I got some stories.
Stories, yeah.
Of stuff that females would do. Stuff that y'all done did, and it's like, boy. So, but we're not gonna hold y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, and like we always say, if you got anything that you ever want to hear, leave it below in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Comment on this video, and we'll take all the comments and stuff, into consideration as far as upcoming episodes or topics or something that we can chop it up about. You know what I'm saying? But until next time, man, we appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed out here.